As of 2023, only one anime movie has been awarded the prestigious Academy Award for Best Animated Feature. While Spirited Away, which won in 2002, is more than deserving, there are plenty of other anime movies that should have won Oscars too.
Spirited Away, Hayao Miyazaki.
The voters for the Oscars have demonstrated some serious ignorance when it comes to the world of anime.
Uh-oh, Richard! Oh, wow!
It's not just that there are far too many anime movies that were snubbed at the Oscars, it's that the voters literally aren't aware of their existence. Let's take a look at some of the amazing anime that deserved an Academy Award. Hopefully, Spirited Away won't remain the only one, and the Oscars will recognize the great stories and artistic brilliance that anime has to offer. Though many wonderful anime movies came out prior to 2001, we'll only be looking at movies that came out during the years since the category for Best Animation was established. 10. Metropolis 2002. 2002 was actually the only year that an anime movie won an Oscar. Not to knock Spirited Away off of its well-earned throne, but Metropolis also deserves some serious consideration. The screenplay was written by Katsuhiro Otomo, who is best known for his legendary manga and 1988 movie, Akira. What's more, it's based on a manga by Osamu Tezuka, the man who is known as the father of anime. The film is every bit as amazing as one would expect it to be with such powerhouses behind it. In a city where humans and sentient robots are lived together in a highly segregated society, multiple forces converge to either protect, use, or destroy Tima, a mysterious girl whose past holds secrets that could change the fabric of society. 9. Tekken Concrete 2007. Despite winning multiple awards in Japan, Tekken Concrete didn't meet with a lot of success in the USA and in fact, was completely ignored by the Oscars. It follows two scrappy brothers, Black and White, who survive by their wits in Treasure Town. When their home is threatened by developers who want to put up an expensive amusement park, Black decides to stop them, but White has to keep Black from going too far. The art style is quirky and innovative, with creativity that far exceeds what Ratatouille had to offer. 8. Redline 2010. Redline is about a no-holds-barred intergalactic race where only the best of the best can participate, and there are no rules. Entering the race puts participants at risk for some serious pain, but also has the potential for glory. JP wants that glory, but his goal is complicated when a criminal organization tries to use the race for its own nefarious purposes. With some of the slickest animation and thrilling animation sequences in history, this film deserves some serious recognition. Hasn't the Toy Story franchise already had enough of that? 7. Millennium Actress 2003. Finding Nemo is a fun family-friendly movie that centers around a fish trying to find his son. There's nothing wrong with it, but it doesn't have the same artistic merit and emotional impact as Millennium Actress. This film tells the story of two journalists who are tasked with interviewing an acting legend who is about to retire, but the differences between what happened in her life and what happened in the film aren't always clear. It's directed by Satoshi Kon, one of the most brilliant minds in anime. Its box office's earnings were far below that of Shrek, but since when are the Oscars solely about money? 6. Ponyo 2009. Ponyo was created by the only animation studio to ever gain Oscar recognition. Spirited Away, an earlier Studio Ghibli film, won the Academy Award for Best Animated Feature in 2002. Since then, no other studios have received the slightest amount of attention, and most other Ghibli films have been ignored. Ponyo should not have been ignored. Based loosely on Hans Christian Andersen's The Little Mermaid, Ponyo tells the story of a friendship between a human boy and a fish-like girl who came from the ocean but wants to experience life on land. Roger Ebert, one of the world's most respected movie critics, gave the movie 5 stars and said the following: "There is a word to describe Ponyo, and that word is magical. This poetic, visually breathtaking work by the greatest of all animators has such deep charm that adults and children will both be touched. It's wonderful and never even seems to try. It unfolds fantastically." 5. Tokyo Godfathers 2004. Tokyo Godfathers and The Incredibles both feature people going to great lengths to try to be heroes for someone else, but Tokyo Godfathers gets a lot more real about it. The main characters are three homeless individuals: Jin, an alcoholic who ran up some serious debts; Hana, a trans woman who was orphaned at birth; and Miyuki, a teenager who ran away from home. They all come together to figure out what to do with the baby they found and confront painful truths about their own lives along the way. Not only does this movie offer an engaging story, but it also deals with subjects like homelessness, addiction, LGBTQ issues, and abuse that are rarely addressed in animation, but which are part of the reality of human life. 4. Paprika 2007. Not to insult Ratatouille, it was an adorable family film about a rat with big dreams of becoming a gourmet chef, but the 2006 Oscar winner should have been Satoshi Kon's Paprika. Paprika is basically what Inception wishes it could be. A machine that can enter the dreams of others is invented for the purposes of psychological therapy, but when the device falls into the hands of would-be terrorists, its other uses come to light. The mesmerizing art and psychedelic soundtrack helped turn this movie into an Oscar-worthy performance. 3. Wolf Children 2013. One of the cool things about Frozen is that it was one of the first Disney movies to focus on a family relationship instead of a romantic one. Wolf Children does the same thing, though it focuses on a parent-child relationship rather than a sibling one. After her werewolf lover unexpectedly passes away, Hannah must find a way to raise their children alone, a task which is complicated by her kids' wolf-like tendencies. It's won multiple awards, including the 2013 Japan Academy Prize for Animation of the Year, the 2012 Mainichi Film Award for Best Animation Film, and more, so maybe it should have gotten some Oscar consideration too. 2. Your Name 2017. Makoto Shinkai's Your Name was one of the most successful animated films in history, earning widespread critical acclaim. Multiple awards, including the 2016 Los Angeles Film Critics Association Awards and the 71st Mainichi Film Awards for Best Animated Feature Film. It earned $355 million, making it the 11th highest-grossing non-English film in the entire world. Of course, there's more to the movie than just its financial success. It tells a beautiful story about two teenagers who find themselves swapping bodies, growing closer and closer in the process, but then finding out that they exist on two different timelines and one of them is in serious danger. Despite being more than deserved, Your Name was never even considered for an Oscar. 1. Howl's Moving Castle 2005. Howl's Moving Castle wasn't completely ignored by the Oscars. It did receive a nomination for the 2005 awards. However, it was defeated by Wallace Gromit, The Curse of the Were Rabbit. While Wallace Gromit is a charming claymation series that turned into a surprisingly watchable movie, it just doesn't have the same emotional impact or artistry that Howl's Moving Castle does. This film, which is loosely based on a book by Diana Wynne Jones, follows a young woman named Sophie Hatter who is cursed to turn into an old woman as she seeks to change herself back. Helping her out is a mercurial wizard named Howl who seems irritating at first, but might just help her learn to appreciate her youth while she still has it.